We talked about the guy with the championship pedigree. He knew his team needed a lift of some sort.
Clark led the team last season and made threes. Beekman with the steal. He'll rock the rim.
He's had a slow first half, but it's not because he's just haven't been productive. The guys around him have been just knocking down those shots.
A block and a takeaway. Yes, the polka dots being heard from. 65-27. 12 for McNeely. Murray on the bounce. Lay-in is good by Ryan.
Shedrick picks it off. On the push, Beekman the lob for Franklin. Franklin from Beekman, and Shedrick up top is Isaac McNeely. Over to Beekman. Shot clock under 10. Beekman penetrates, kicks it out. McNeely for three. Got it!
And that's the part where I lost it.
Right on cue, Mills the assist, and the first 3 points of the afternoon for Matthew Cleveland. Back to a three-point ball game. Beekman off the window.
Nice. It's downhill. They live in the paint. Reece Beekman with the nice finish off the glass.
And John, I've been notified by a bunch of my Virginia graduate friends that it's referred to as the grounds. It's not a campus, it's the ground.
McNeely fires the three. Doesn't drop. Kept alive. And one opportunity. Reece Beekman will head to the line with 62 seconds left.
Fouling the shooter is obviously a mistake. Benplas got a little bit away with coming over the back on that shot.
Out of a double team, here's Beekman on the drive, all the way to the glass.
And that's what Beekman gives you, Wes. He's got that element of explosiveness.
But Reece Beekman back on the floor, gets all the way to the window. The Virginia lead 5 in Atlanta.
Beekman with 10 on the timer, goes to work, has a step, and uses it, count it, plus the foul. Reece Beekman on a big bucket. From the logo, misfires. Now Virginia, Shedrick up ahead, lays it up and in for two.
They get quality shots, they're going to make them count.
Better than 4 minutes in, Carolina without a point, and they turn it over again. Beekman will lay it in. Big Blue Nation, you know how they are.
Wow.
I mean, they are. It's going to be noisy in Big Blue Nation. Another steal by Beekman.
Beekman, it's unbelievable the way he steals the basketball.
And the finish.
What a play.
Play, Dick, by Beekman.
Oh, it's unbelievable. He's been all over the court. It's like, what a defensive back, man. He's playing like prime time used to play when he played defensive football.
And also cares about what the game of basketball can provide people from different socioeconomic backgrounds.
And that traces back to his parents. Benny Ruth, his mom, had a 7th grade education. She was a sharecropper.
Went the other way and flipped it into the basket.
Beekman in the final second, slams it! My goodness! Now that's the way to end a half. Wow!
Talk about an exclamation point. Ty Jerome, Steph Curry. Where do you get a hat like that, Dave? You'll look really good. Reece Beekman coming off again. Ball screen action. The weak side help is late. And what an exclamation point on the first.
The lob and the finish, Jaden Gardner. And again, too easy for Virginia.
Well, we talked about it, and then look at Clark just immediately going to defense.
Beekman scored the goal and a foul!
All-American defensive tackle at Clemson back in the day.
A breach defensively allows Franklin to get to the rim.
And OB, Syracuse is running out of opportunities to get quad one wins. This is a great opportunity for them on their home floor.
Boy, that's a tough shot. Up and in by Reece Beekman. A team as good as Virginia. It's another to beat Virginia.
It's absolutely, especially when you think about Virginia right at the top of the ACC. Reece Beekman attacking the basket, going off the rim.
And Jay Collins, the freshman who's been working his way into that starting lineup with a big shot. Beekman trying to return the favor, and he does.
I'm not sure I ever played a game where I didn't individually have more than 2 turnovers.
I mean, that's a tiny number. Backdoor cut. Beekman with a
a slam on a nifty dish from Kihei Clark.
Duke going for the win. Just trying to get it in.
Oh, they got it.
On the roll, and we're going to go. Well, there's a foul on the play.
Take a look right here. There's nice cut by Filipowski. Going to the basket strong.
Was he fouled before it went to 0?
Take a look right here.
Lands the steal. Up ahead to Withers. Louisville gives it back. Now Franklin. Thought about the three. Drives. Dumps it off. Gardner down low. Here comes Ellis. Through the trees. Needs help. And blocked by Reece Beekman.
Reece Beekman not taking the bait. Defensive discipline.
And, you know, when he breaks it, which is going to happen most likely tonight, as Reece Beekman has the nice finish. Great to see him getting some of his explosion back. The game, Kihei Clark and Reece Beekman combined.
On staff with Mike Bray, and he said if you're talking about the greatest point guards in program history, you've got to mention Othell Wilson, who was on 2 Final Four teams in the early 80s as well.
And turning into points on the other end.
Beekman. Well, you just feel the pressure mounting, but Virginia comes up with a steal. Beekman gets it off and scores.
Offensive rebound, Virginia. Beekman's had a quiet night so far. Great bounce pass to Franklin on the backdoor cut.
The weighted vest used to be when Coach Dean Smith would hand his players and tell them to run the stairs. So it has built some character in this program as Reece Beekman gets to the bucket. Different things to different players.
But he doesn't shoot it anywhere near as well as his brother.
No, he does not, but he is that traditional point guard, but turns it over. Reece Beekman out on the break and the finish.
Absolutely. But here's that steal we're talking about. Dunn creates some problems. Well, if you can understand that thing, you explain it to me. I certainly don't.
You have been my go-to on everything NCAA tournament for 30 years now, my friend.
And Virginia controls in the second meeting between these teams. Virginia won the first in Louisville by 3 in a tightly contested game. Kihei Clark on senior day.
Louisville's just got to get back to the baseball analogy of quit trying to hit home runs and hit some singles. Keep it simple. Keep the ball moving.
Vanderplas got free. A blown assignment by the Card.
As we watch this play now, this is just absolute. Brandon Huntley Hatfield steps up for no.
Isaac McNeely, 45 of his 67 field goals on the season are threes. Boy, that was kicked by Caffaro, but no whistle. And now Virginia comes up with it. And a rare chance to run as Beekman lays it in. And with the steal, and then more defense for Beekman. Knocking the ball away, Kihei Clark comes up with it and gives it to his all-defensive back. Pocket pass again. And Shedrick with an and-one opportunity. Virginia offense at its finest right there. Everything around on the perimeter so far. Now turnover. The conference's defensive player of the year.